Hi guys, it's your boy Liam and we're back for another episode on Farming Simulator 25 with the new farm. So today we are gonna mainly focus on either getting to work or maybe we might actually get a actual trailer to haul grain and stuff because we don't have one of those yet. We actually need one of those. So let's get the 1175 running and let's chop some canola today. Which side should we start on? Probably, we're just gonna work our way around it. So we might as well start on our way from here. Here we go. Yup, we're doing it. So as you guys can see, I'm currently going for canola. And I'm going to sell this for a good price. So our next focus on the buildings, building wise, we're focused on getting a silo. Equipment wise, we're focusing on getting maybe a good trailer, like a trailer for grain stuff. So for now, we're just focusing on getting a trailer after we're full. But we are not full yet. So we can rent the trailer or buy the trailer. We have enough money to buy a pretty good trailer. Or, you know what we could do? We could also buy a weekend car. But, here's the thing. The weekend cars are unrealistic and we're just looking for a farm. So we're making pretty good for what we right now, we are going to chop up the grain. Now, just so you guys know, the stuff we leave behind is the straw from it. Now, the straw from it is pretty much useless. That's why the harvesters always spit it out. Because it's not actually produce. If it was produce, it would swallow it right into the tank. But for the fact that it is useless, they just spit it out. Because that uses up most of the space in the harvester. The harvester is pretty small. On some bigger harvesters, you can get a swath option. That makes it so that it puts them into fine lines. I like that and all, but here's the thing. If you get one of those and you want to get the most out of your crop, then you have to have a baler. Balers cost money. Mentioning the fact that you also can turn them into silage, which is also a very big company. But if it doesn't go as planned, it could go into bankruptcy. So it's kind of a risk on its own to take, but it's a good investment. If we take the investment and go straight forward, or we wait a while till we ensure the fact that we might not be bankrupt. Honestly, my opinion is ensure the fact we can't go bankrupt immediately. And that is by earning actual money before. said job continues. I mean, right now my farm is barely making the cut. So here's the thing, the investment would be powerful if it goes the right way. But if it goes the wrong way and it doesn't grow at all, then we could go bankrupt. I don't think it's a risk I'm willing to take yet. I want to ensure that I can't go bankrupt, and the only way to do that is to earn a bunch of money before we even go for it. Because when we do go for it, it's not going to be like quite ideal if we went into it with no money at home, because then we won't have money to purchase the machines and stuff. We have 642,000. And if I spent more on machines, then I'd see why I needed to do that. But I'm gonna just lay flat for a while now, because I have what I need to survive, and I don't have to build on it, so I'm not in such a rush. I could go into the fish type thing. Fish can make you a lot of money, only if you make them the right way. Like, what I mean by that is like get like kimchi production. Get kimchi, because kimchi is very profitable in this large amounts. So here's the thing, 34% filled with canola. Now, we already harvested the entire field, so there might be a need for like a trailer to unload. But you know what I can do? On there, I could pick up a pallet of seed. And the seed would be useful because I don't have any seed. So right now, I'm about to go park this. Backing up to park it like I just did before. So this is episode 2. You guys didn't hear at the start. Now, as you guys can see, I currently just parked it. And now that I finished that field, I can now cultivate it. To cultivate it, I need my farm-all. So now we're gonna get to use my farm-all. So the farm-all is gonna help us with our next task, which is to plow the field. That's a tight fit, but yes, it does work. Since this isn't really like a big job, I'm gonna get it done right quick. But here's the thing, since we have money, I think we should go for yield improvements. Because yield improvements could help with the price of the crop. It could go up, could go like crashing through the roof. But here's the thing, yield improvement does cost a lot. You need liquid fertilizer and stuff. Do I really want to take the risk? It's like silage. If I take the risk, I could go bankrupt. But right now I have too much money to actually ever go bankrupt. Like, the entirety of the game. I think I should have started it just a little bit harder. But yes, it was enough to get what I needed. I could have gotten much more expensive machines. But here's the thing, more expensive machinery is probably harder to use because some of it is way more complicated. At least from my experience. I used the big expensive plow once and I couldn't even figure it out. Like I couldn't even get a single field done because it was so hard to handle. But the reason I chose this map and not any other map is because this map has all of the square fields. Good square fields easier, like harvest, plant, stuff. I think in this Zielonka map you're meant to play the long game so that in later investments you do not like in later advancements you get to buy more fields, you get to connect them together with plows and stuff. Although that is cool and all, it does take a lot of money. So what you have to do is you have to build up a huge empire first. Oh, I think this thing is struggling a little. I think it was struggling because it had to go over the tire marks that it originally made, so that it's having trouble going over those. That's what I think that was. Or at least I think. Okay, we've come to the right improvement that this thing cannot handle it. It's a nice old plow, it's getting the job done. Just not that quick, so I'm not that fine with it. But at least it is doing the job somewhat, so I am quite happy about that. But here's the thing, I've already done 2 headlines, and now I'm gonna go for the inwards type thing. Like now I'm gonna do complete U-turns. The only thing that could ever stop me from earning money is wage. It's wage. In this game, the more buildings you have, the more wage you have to pay. The bigger those buildings are, the more wage you have to pay per building. So that's like the FDA charges if it was like in real life. That's the FDA charges. So that sort of thing is kind of, yeah. We're going straight into it. Now, while we are doing a quite good job, we are rolling straight into it. Oh, that was an accident. Just so you guys know, any spots that I don't get, I'm gonna snap at them later. Before you guys snap at me, I'm gonna keep doing both sides. Because it's easier to turn around my way than just straight 180. You get to go around a bunch of crop forward. You have to put it down and stuff. Like what I'm seeing put down is like your plow, like the plow. You got to put it down on it, and it's much easier to turn when you just skip the entire middle and go for the outwards type thing. But now that the thing is so thin, we get to do actual inward moves. What that means is you go back and forth instead of around, and just totally around. Totally around is what we used for the combine harvesting. Because the combine harvesting stays smooth the entire way. But to the point where you're plowing, oh, you're going over bumps, my friend. Quite a little more harder to do that. I find it, at least. So as you guys can currently see, I'm still doing the plowing process. At least I'm actually doing work at this point. I'm not just still buying. I might just buy a little bit of equipment in the future, but that'd just be like more powerful tractors if I ever need them, and bigger plows and stuff. Like I'm gonna upgrade my equipment, just not right now, right at this instant, because I already got everything organized and well. Like I built my farm around the size of my equipment. So if I were to just get bigger equipment right now, I'd have to redesign my entire farm. And I do not want to do that. The bigger equipment means wider drives, wider paths to things, and that means more money for just placing down that type of dirt. Type of dirt is hard to get along with, so I just place it instead of actually making the paths. And also, in reality, making paths yourself is actually hard to work with, but if you do it in construction mode, you could just place down what you need. And there it's there instantly. I don't want to work against the lines, because you see how hard it is to get through those. So I'm trying to get the knots out of here that hasn't been washed in weeks. Like it's like really hard. Hold up, guys. Someone's just really inviting me, and I'm gonna tell them I'm doing a video right now. I say doing a vid. I am in the middle of vid. I just sent him the message. I am in the middle of a vid. I'm gonna tell him I will see you after. See you after. I I am finished. Alright guys, I'm just going through the thing that I go through every day with every single friend I have. Why is he saying this? At least I will see. Should I text them? At least I will see you after the video. So stop complaining before I change my mind. Should I tell him that? And probably not, because that might hurt his feelings. But at the same time, I'm in the middle of the vid. I told him, I'm in the middle of a vid. I will see you after I am finished. And he's like, what? Did I ask? Join. And then he invited me to the party again. No, just be fucking respectful. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to let that one go. I am so sorry. I did not mean to swear at all. He just has to be, like, patient. Like, he has to wait a second. Like I'm saying, I'm in the video. I will see you after. Yeah, I'm about to text him. Be patient. Be patient. Because at least I will see you at all. You at all. So stop before I change my mind. Be patient, because at least I will see you at all. So stop before I change my mind. Yeah, I just told him off. That makes me proud of myself. I am scared about hurting his feelings, but at the same time, bro just can't be patient for 1 second. Yeah, I swear if I get a text from him, I'm telling him no. I might even just turn off my notifications. I can't believe bro's being so impatient. Like, bro, at least I'm gonna play with you at all. And then I gotta deal with him. After I finish this video, I still have to deal with him. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I just finished plowing the field. I know it looks quite messy, but that's the best I could do. Well, at least I decided to put him in his place. Like, say, Hey, if you don't stop, I will change my mind and you won't play with me at all. Like, I am not trying to be rude in any way. But if he's like, bro, shut up, you ain't got nothing. And I'm just gonna go full psycho mode on those texts. Hey, bro. Hey, the guy who just texted me, I will leak his name. His name is Sir Sippy Cup Jr. Like, what a funny name. But here's the thing. If you are watching this, please be patient. I said I'm in the middle of a vid, and I will talk to you after. So stop being ungrateful before I change my mind. Mark my words, I will never play with you ever again. So stop being ungrateful before I change my mind. That's crazy. I have to go through that like every day. Every day I have someone who decides to be an absolute bogus and just interrupt my playing sessions. I text them and I try to resolve the problem, but they just won't listen. And I don't know what's wrong with these people, cause at least to the point where they just don't want to play with me anymore. Like, what I'm saying is, like, I'm not trying to be rude at all. Like, can't you just wait for like a couple minutes? Like, and I'm not trying to be rude in like any way, but like, wait, I will play with you eventually. So, bro, if you're watching this video, I just gotta tell you, man, I will change my mind and I will never play with you ever again if you do not stop sending me these texts. Like I said, I'm in the middle of a vid. My, that's just crazy that I have to do this. I have to deal with this. I have to deal with this bogus every single day. Every single day someone texts me like, hey, can I play with you? And I'm like, no, I'm doing something, whatever it is, because I don't usually do videos. And then they're like, oh, well, did I ask? Join. And then I will always respond with, always, and I'll never change my mind. Wait your turn. I'll eventually play with you. Just not right now. And I swear, if that person doesn't listen and he sends me another text, then I will just say no at all. Cause like I don't I tend not to get mad, but when people actually do that, that's like just like borderline annoying. I get you want to play with me, and you will. You just have to wait a second. Like, do people ever actually use their minds? Like, I'm starting to wonder. People actually ever actually use their minds? Like, do people ever actually think of using common sense? Common sense is common sense should be telling them right now. He will change his mind if you do not stop texting him. Common sense common sense should actually be doing that right now. And I'm not like lying at all. Common sense is to the point where you actually understand. But this kid, bro's pushing it to another level. Like, bro, I'm gonna play with you. Not right now. Like, it's gotten to the point where I do not even want to play with him. But I am gonna play with him because I told him, stay patient before I change my mind. And I think he understood that because he hasn't sent me a single message. And I'm not lying at that point at all. Like, he hasn't sent me a single message after I put him in his place. Like, and I'm not lying. Oh yeah, I'm actually far off the main road, so I'm just gonna do a quick U-turn. Yui? Yui! Bye bye. I'm going. Oh. I think my truck should halt. I'm really not sure though. Because although it is a pretty strong car, why can I never talk, bro? But I do think it is gonna halt, like easily. But it has to fit. That's the problem I'm worried about. Because if it can't fit onto the truck, then what am I supposed to actually use? I'm at the point where I can actually lift up two at a time, but my skid steer actually has to handle it. But I know how to pick up two at a time. Now guys, just so you know, maybe do not do this at home. At least do not even try. Because it is very dangerous to actually do what I'm doing in the game. So in reality, I'm not influencing you to become a farmer, but I highly recommend playing this game. Because I really love it and I think you will too. Well, actually, no. I'm not sure if you will like it because it all depends on what you like. Like, if you like playing the long game, this is the perfect. But if you like playing, like, quick, yeah, do that, this. If you're into, like, quick action games, like, heck no, you will not like this game, like, at all. But you do know the game. You know by watching me playing this, that I actually do like this game. I do not really like most games like this, but since this one is just like phenomenal, I play it. I play it, I stay and I watch it. Okay, at least I got this on the truck bag. Watch out, people, I will tip on you. If you make me turn too fast, I will. Oh, that was an accident. Whoa. Sorry, dude, I kind of lost control on that. Actually, no, that voice crack was actually crazy. Quickest delivery in history, bro. Quickest delivery in actual history. I was flying around those curves, and actually, no, this cedar actually has a proper thing where it does Bluetooth. It transfers C by Bluetooth. I know that's nothing here in real life, but it can pretend. I mean, I know it is kind of, bad to pretend in an actual, like, a legitimate farming game, but it is actually pretty fun, even if you want to say that. Like, I honestly do not care what you want to say. I like the game. Only if you do. What can be planted in August? I wonder. In August, planting season. Oh, some canola. Yeah, canola is actually a pretty good one. This isn't gonna take very long. At this rate of spreading is absolutely crazy. And there I go into it again. I'm actually impressed at how much this actually uses. Like, that is not a bad amount at all. Just still gonna spray a little bit over. Just a quick bountiful over here. Now, as you guys can see, I just fully did that field, like record time. We still have 98% left. We also have two pallets. One looks like it's about to fall off. The other looks like actually stable. One looks like it's about to fall off, and the other looks like legitimately stable. Now that's a clean parking job. You cannot complain. So as you guys can see, I'm currently just putting down the seed. I really don't care where it goes. that was hard. Since I didn't bring my skid steer, which I probably I mean, actually, it's a good idea to keep it there because whenever I actually need it is there. Because now I can actually push it with my truck. And I believe if I go really kind of like slow, like just like normally push it like that, I should be able to pretty much handle it with my truck. Man, that's what I needed. So now all we gotta do is wait for that to grow. While we're waiting for that to grow, we should actually grow up some other ways to cook up some money. Now, what we could actually do is we could place a greenhouse. If we find one small enough, containers. Need to place it there so I can put some dirt roots. Make it like the rest. You know, I think that actually kind of worked. Oh, there is nothing for that trailer to lay against. I want it to lay against something so that I can look pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little glass plate around it, maybe. Actually, no. I'm gonna put some actual grass down. Actually, no. Actual grass would be hard to maintain and stuff. But this is actually like artificial grass, I believe it is. Is that what it is? Yes, I believe that's what it is. Meadow. Yeah, we're just gonna place down some actual grass. It's probably really good to keep around. This whole island in the middle, I bet yeah, it kind of relies on that trailer. Now this is an actual green. This is a greenhouse to actually help us earn money when we don't have any crops to harvest. So, as you guys should know, we need a water tank for that. The water tanks cost money. We have water tank money right now. Matter of fact, yeah, we do. We have a lot of water tank money. Well, at least I wanted to just call it their water tank money because it's fun to call it that. This, okay. Now this, I think it is actually pretty good, and I think my truck can even haul it if I wanted. Oh, sorry, man. So guys, as you can see, we are currently at the store again. Okay. Yeah, this actually can haul it. Actually, I believe we're gonna give them speed wobbles if we go actually too fast. Keep speeding up and let's see what's happening. Okay, 70, maybe? Now, since I am now filling up my water tank with water, water actually costs money, so my money is going down. But the plants that the water is gonna help make are gonna earn me way more money. Yes. About 1 1/4 of this is gonna fill it up. because I don't need a full tank still. Okay, we didn't put enough. So now I have an idea. Since these physically cannot be backed up, I'm gonna go through the slots. Middle of the turn. The bottom tank faces forward. If I just go straight back, it's a bit tough. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to put all this stuff on production. Okay? So now this video is getting a little long. So I'm gonna do my out. So guys, I'm so today we did 2 episodes. Now this episode has gone on for quite a little bit now. So I'm gonna end the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that big red button that has subscribe on it. And just so you know, it's completely free. Like, it doesn't cost anything. So I would like you to hit it, and that helped me out a lot. So yeah, please hit that big red button until it turns white. See you in the next banger, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.